Race number 3 at Sha Tin is the Premier Cup Group 3 contest. 1,400 metres is the trip, is run under handicap conditions. And under the conditions, Thanks Forever carrying the 133. Next is Fat Turtle on 118. But Thanks Forever did beat Fat Turtle in the Sha Tin Vise and Jolly Banner last time out. Northern Superstar returns to the action. Haven't seen him since the Gold Cup behind Time Walk back in February. And Perfect Match comes here in red hot form. Last start winner, making all over course and distance as well. Sha Tin ride him from barrier number 3 mark. Just the 5 of them due to go round.
Very important speed map here, Andrew, with that field of 5. If you'd like to back the lead, a Perfect Match is going to be your horse, and he should get a relatively uncontested lead. Thanks Forever. An interview with John Moore said he's going to be happy to take a sit on Perfect Match, or at least on the leader. Jolly Banner, Fat Turtle and Northern Superstar. Paul, the last of the 5.
First one is Thanks Forever. He's got a bit of a dodgy record over 1,400 metres. He's only had 2 goes on it, to be fair, but he did run 3rd and 4th. He's got top weight, but he's a very fit horse and he's going nicely. So you can see he's under a good hold here as he comes down. Jolly Banner, no question, no worries with him over the 1,400 metres. He's a 5-time winner down this course and he looks really good. He's been going really well and his work as well. Ears pricked and goes nicely. And the other one we're going to have a look at here is Perfect Match. He's the one closest to us in the red saddlecloth, just with Real Busy. If you like him, he's in another race. But Sha Tin's just got him going along nicely, just pinging along, and the horse is in good form at the moment with the lightweight.
All right, OK, let's start off with Fat Turtle here, behind Thanks Forever in the Sha Tin Vase last time out. He'll be ridden, though, by Joe Moreira.
Joe, Fat Turtle in the Premier Cup, one of the final group races of the season. A horse you've had success on board before. You weren't on him last time out, but he went a pretty good race, I thought.
Yeah, look, the run that he put on at his last start was quite impressive, wasn't it? So, based on that, he's going to Sunday's race with a very, very good winning chance as long as he brings his A game.
He's got 118 pounds. He's got to give a little bit of weight away to the horse at the bottom, but Thanks Forever has to give horse a weight away to them all. How do you see the race panning out?
I see a very even race, to be honest. I think most of the people would agree with me that Thanks Forever is the best horse in the race, but the handicap system is just going to even them up. It's going to be a very tactical race, which the leader may have a soft run in front just because of it's a small field. And we all have to be very mindful about that, because if you just have it, it's going to be hard to get past, which should be Danny Sham's horse. But look, I'm going to sit on a horse with a very good winning chance. And as you know, I'm going to go out there, as always, to do my very best.
In the last couple of weeks, you've been able to claw the premiership margin back to within 3 now of Zach. You've got a big book on Sunday. How do you feel about the rides for the weekend?
I feel like my rides has been not too bad. I actually been blessed and obviously supported by some of the trainers. Not all, but the support that I've been getting, I can't be complaining about it. And I honestly think I've been a bit unlucky in regards to the forecast, which I would say I've been the most affected the last couple of weeks for the track not being normal, being abnormal. But as I said, I'm quite happy with the rides I've got on the up-and-coming weekend, and the championship is still open. I know Zach has the head start for being 3 wins ahead of me, but we still got another couple of race meetings left, and I think it's going to be very interesting and a good show for people that will be watching the races.
Sure, it will be too. Joe and Zach have 11 rides, as does Karis, incidentally, as well. Fat Turtle, £3 better off with Thanks Forever on that beating last time out. Jolly Banner, a £5 turnaround. He touched on Perfect Match, though, there, Joe. He's the one to peg back, Mark. It was a super run from him last time out. His overall course and distance record, 6 wins from just 8 starts.
He comes to group company for the first time too, Andrew, but he's full of confidence and he's going to get an uncontested lead here. The 1,400 metres is going to suit him perfectly, Paul. He's won 6 from 8 at the trip, and if you want to back the leader, he's the one to be on.
Yeah, and the conditions of the race really suit him too, don't they? Small field, he's got this really light weight, technique's going to come into it. I think he's going to be tough to beat. I'm going to go with him with that lightweight, even though he's slightly out of the handicap.
All right, Northern Superstar's the other runner that we certainly need to touch on. Clearly a horse with a lot of ability, but he's had some problems as well, Paul. But great to have him back in action. Yeah,
I just wonder if this is a pipe opener for something else. He's run over up to 2,000 metres here in Hong Kong before. His last start, the last couple he's had some problems. He sprinted well enough here in this race, so they're going to take their chances with only 5 runners in. But of the 5, he's the one I left out.
Yeah, me too, Paul. He was given a really strong hit out in this trial. He wears blinkers for the first time and he covered the extra ground going to the outside rail. So, yeah, maybe a run or two. He's first up since February, but he might be the one that will miss the top 4 out of the 5.
There's money for him, though, in the market. There's interesting market. I think most of them had a go at being favourites. Perfect Match at this stage, Paul, who currently tops the pylon.
And I'm with Perfect Match. I just think he's a horse in form at the moment. The 1,400 metres looks ideal for him. He's on top. Now, Jolly Banner is another one with a really good 1,400 metre record. He's won 5 times over the course and distance. So I am going with the 2 1,400 metre specialists. Fat Turtle and Thanks Forever, the other 2. Thanks Forever, just worried about the weight he has to carry in the 1,400. He is the class horse in the race. And then Fat Turtle, he's going really well. So you wouldn't be surprised if any of them won. But the order I ended up was 5, 3, 1, 2.
It's the Turtle on top, number 2, Fat Turtle. His last little bit in that race that we saw in the Vase behind Thanks Forever was very good. He put a gap on him at the top of the straight with that sprint that he's got, Thanks Forever, and Fat Turtle nearly pulled him back. Massive pull in the weights, 118 pounds, plays 133 pounds. He is class, Thanks Forever. Perfect Match to run third. He's going to bowl along beautifully in front. And Jolly Banner was at them very late too. His run was as good as Fat Turtle in the Vase. 2 though, with Joe on top of the shell to beat 1, 5 and 3.
We've all got the same 4 numbers, slightly different order for me. I'll stick with Thanks Forever. I'll go with the class angle. I think you can do it maybe off a steady tempo. A sprint to the line will win it, and he must have the sharpest one. I think he's got the sharpest one anyway. That's race number 3, the Premier Cup.